Well, a major U-turn, you might say, for one U.S. automaker that was bailed out by the government just 3 years ago. General Motors now setting its sights on a goal that, well, may have at one time seemed impossible, $10 billion in annual profits. What may be most surprising of all, they could pull it off. Stuart Varney is anchor of Varney & Company on the Fox Business Network. Well, what do you think of this?
Let me give you the numbers now. GM's numbers now are solid. $8 billion in profits last year, maybe $10 billion this year, 13,000 workers rehired after the bankruptcy, and also you've got to remember that General Motors' profit margins are now up. That's where they are now. Now look at where they are coming from. Take a look at this. The American taxpayer gave General Motors $51 billion. They have paid back just $24 billion, meaning we own 1/3, roughly 32% of General Motors. Don't forget that GM will not pay any federal income tax to the government for the next 2 years. And remember the Chevy Volt, the hybrid electric car, well, that's heavily subsidized and that is not doing well. So that's where GM is coming from. Also look at Ford, which took no bailout money at all. Ford is profitable. Look at Chrysler, which did take a lot of taxpayers' money. It was gussied up and given free to the Italians. So is General Motors back? You could say that it is profitable, it is stable, and that it's got good profit margins, but it is still very much in the hole to the taxpayer.
But the value of the stock of General Motors, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, is below the price at which taxpayers paid for it. And there's talk about the government selling its shares. They would lose, I think, up to $10 billion taxpayer money if they tried to sell that stock, wouldn't they? The
stock as of right now is at $26 a share. It has to go to $53 a share, and we sell our 1/3 stake. If it goes to 53, we get our money back. That's in the unlikely event that it goes to 53 and we're able to sell all of those shares without destroying the market.
And if we sold those shares, the stock price would probably go down because the stake is so high, right?
Yes, because if you flood the market with millions and millions of shares all of a sudden, or even over a short period of time, you would depress the price of that stock.
Stuart Varney, thanks very much.
Sure.
Appreciate it.